One college, favorite overs in campus. Big up Bwoyatingz. Yes, hit me.
Alright. DJ Donovan, that's his name on all social media platforms. Please go ahead and follow him. Remember, outside open now, so you can book him. Yes, so welcome back to Bwoyatingz After Dark, right here on News Talk 93 FM. We are here every single Tuesday night, 8 to 11 p.m. But before I even go into the episode, I just want to say big up to Drive Unique Cars. If you want any rentals, remember to go ahead and to follow them on Instagram at Drive Unique Cars, or you can go on driveuniquecars.com and you can see all the available vehicles, the available time, the prices, and you can use Bwoyatingz and you can get a nicer discount. If you tell them to me your family, you can get a nicer discount. If you tell them to me you're there, you can get even a bigger discount. You understand?
Usually do this, but oh my God, can I sing to you? Yeah.
All right, guys. So in addition to your car rentals from Drive Unique Cars, I did say if you have a small business or you're a YouTuber, I will give you a free shout out. If it is that you're following the page. So here what you have to do. Just go ahead, follow Drive Unique Cars on Instagram, send me the screenshot that you're actually following them, and send me your page, and I'll give you a shout out on the next video. When I get the shout out, nobody go unfollow the people them. You understand? Make sure you're following them, and you can recommend them or rent cars for yourself. So for this week, I have Tabless, I have CS Couriers _ship for all your shipping needs. Them can give you even a free US address and all of that. Yes, outside open up and you want to ship and things them. There's Yardy Style, Cooking and Adventures. Now, I actually check out all these pages, and this one though, my sister, we now cook like real yard style, like a roast breadfruit pan cold stove and something there. But I know some can cook already still. But for the persons that actually want to know how to cook real authentic Jamaican meals, or to see some hidden gems and the hidden treasures in Jamaica, you can go and subscribe to them. Semimatic TV, big up on yourself as well. Dear_dimples, I see it's like a whole lifestyle thing. I see you go to some falls and then look at something there. Outside open up, and it don't have to only be parties. So when you can actually go ahead and subscribe to them as well. And for the final one, it's Kemia and Lori. And I say that it's a mother and daughter channel. I actually like that as well. So remember, guys, we have to support local YouTubers. But soon I always support the foreign people them and not supporting the own. Remember, just go and subscribe. Even if the content is not for you, just go subscribe. Give them a little bless up. And if you actually sent me that you're following Drive Unique Cars, and you sent me that you were following them and I did not shout you out this week, just resend me a DM right now, please, and I'll do it in the next video. All right, so let's get into it. And what else? Oh, Pretty have her pre-birthday party tonight at Club Mecca. That is in Marketplace. So her birthday is April 1 and her pre-birthday party is tonight. So right after the show, and they can put on the clothes. I think it's called Dolly's and Done or something like that. But yeah, so big up Pretty. All right. So as you guys know, CHAMPS is the biggest high school competition, track and field competition in my eyes across the world. It's very anticipated. COVID is here, but it's really not here. So we actually have patrons. They're allowed in the stadium. I think 20,000 patrons, right? Yeah. So 20,000 patrons are allowed in the stadium, and it's starting April 4th to April 9th. So you guys can go outside and all of these things. And so you don't know, as the honorary person from the Jamaica College, the spokesperson for the school, I found it fit to do an episode about CHAMPS, because I don't know some love track and field and all these things. And, JC being defending champions, I decided to allow somebody else to get some highlights and all of that. So we have the runners up, which is Kingston College, and I have them flag in my studio, and the purple, I'm feel so nauseous right now. Every minute I forgot the bathroom and them something there. But anyways, so we have the fitness coach, Dwight Williams, and we have one of the captains. It's Altwayne Bedward.
Altwayne Bedward.
All right, so they're here this evening, and we also have a wide wealth of guests. My co-host should be here shortly. That's Michael O'Hara. We have Dwayne Extall and Shoshana McGowan as my analyst and journalist, who will be calling in shortly. And we have a wide range of athletes who are going to call in and share their moments about, their favorite CHAMPS moments whilst in high school. But before we even get into that, so Kingston College has won the most championships on the boys' side.
Yes.
And it's what, 32?
32 going 33.
You know, it's the energy. Why am I inviting him in my studio? All right, so you guys have won 32, and the last time you won was 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
Champs wasn't 2020.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Right, and the most important champs thus far, 2021, that shows the tenacity and the determination and resilience of our athletes was last year for 2021, and Jamaica College was the champion.
Yeah.
Right, so you guys are trying to defeat the top school right now, yes?
School down there, so yeah.
Well, school is located at 189 Hollow Road. You understand? Uptown and all these things, yeah. So before we even get into all of this, Mr. Williams, I've seen your YouTube channel,
Yes.
Will Fit Lifestyle.
Yes.
And I don't know something about it is just very entertaining. So we can see all the young men training and like getting it kind of prepared for champs and other meets and things like that. And I kind of found it entertaining, so I reached out to him and said, brother, we need to do something. And I actually wanted it on my podcast, but it just never happened. Time never permits that. And so you're here, and I must say thank you both for being here first and foremost, before we get into the bantering and all of that excitement. Firstly, why you started a YouTube channel in the first place?
I started the YouTube channel when COVID started.
Yeah.
A lot of the kids were reaching out to me for exercise and workout and stuff like that. It was hard for me to communicate with everybody. So I just said I would create a YouTube channel. So if you want to exercise, just go over there. You can watch and work along with me. And that's how it started.
So anybody can watch and work out on themselves there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even some JC people help them along the way.
I really doubt that.
I'm facts.
But all right. So then you started to highlight some of the athletes as well, their training and things like that. And I really see that the young men really enjoys it.
Yeah.
Now, for the parents though, how do they feel about the whole, showing them students or children, my apology, on the channel?
A lot of the parents do love it, I get a lot of good feedback from that.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting any negative feedback, but so far so good. Some may not like it, but I don't really get that energy.
Right, all right. So right now, on the top of your head, and by the way, people, we don't know me already, so I don't give my guests like pre-approved questions, because I don't really want interviews, more so a conversation. But right to the top of your head, who would you say are the top 3 athletes from KC right now to look out for? Class 1.
Altwayne Bedward.
Okay.
Bwoyatingz.
Okay.
And Carr. Adrian Carr.
Boy, I don't know about the list there. The list doesn't really sound so promising, but all right, cool.
Yeah,
all right. So, Mr. Altwayne, you're the captain, or one of the captains.
One of.
How many captains are there?
There's 3.
3.
3 main people right now.
So we have one for the
throws captain.
Jumps.
For like every section there's a captain, but then there's like 3 main people that like are.
Okay. And how did you even get to become the captain of the Kingston College team?
I think I just lead from the front. Just academically and on the track. So
basically, I tell me, say, if you're a captain for a track team, you have to also have little book smarts.
Yeah, because you can't compete if you're not no grades. So.
Well, I mean,
unless JC are going something to know about.
I mean, my school, we're known for our athletes. They're well-rounded.
Not having a grade.
We know that our athletes are well-rounded over that side.
Okay.
All right, nice. And you are in class 1?
Yeah, I'm in class 1.
So you're leaving this year?
Second year one is
All right, so you're going to college after this?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell which college you go, but which school? Is it a local school or an international school?
International.
International school, all right. Is it a big school or one little school?
We'll see. Yeah.
So they're going to make this announcement to the public?
About May.
May. So, student-athlete, it comes with a lot of pressure. Because you train, you try to perform well, and then you have your schoolwork. How do you even balance both of them?
I think just keep it simple, smart. Don't like overdo. Don't try to overexert yourself in like any section. Yeah. Just keep it simple, smart here. When you need for the work, do your work.
Work time.
When not track time. Don't try overcompensate in like any area. Just what you need to do.
How do your parents feel about you being an athlete and have to perform well, at the academic level, basically?
I think my parents have put a lot of trust in me from like a very young age, because I've been like at boarding schools and like out of Paris from like a small age. And
boarding schools, okay, so you're an uptown boy. All right, love that. All right, cool. Nice. So, KC, why KC in the first place? Was it a school that you wanted to go to from prep school days?
No, when I was in the 7th, when I was in 6th grade, I wanted to go to Monroe College, and I went there.
Noisy section in the back, please. Right.
I went there for 4 years, and then just from like the great coaching system that Kingston College had, and I saw them thriving in academics, where that's my mother's side. She wanted to say like academics.
Yeah.
They were thriving there, and they were performing well on the track, so we saw the better opportunity, and we just went there.
So then buy you?
No, you're not buy people.
Speaking of buying, will fit.
Yeah.
I'll ask you a question now, right? There's a lot of athletes that are not from Jamaica that runs. Well, I mean, every school do it, and I'm not going to pretend like it's just Kingston College alone.
Yeah, but
and I can call names if you want me to call names.
JC?
For KC right now. How do you like recruit other athletes from like different parts of the world? How do you do it? Is it like you just call them and just say, well, I can pay tuition for a year, or you've seen that they're doing well in the sport?
That department is not my department. I cannot confirm nor deny anything you're saying.
Okay.
I cannot confirm or deny what you're saying.
All right, so Altwayne, then your final year right now, can you tell us what have you achieved thus far being at Kingston College as it relates to you being a track athlete?
In my first year at Kingston College, I was ranked like, I think, number 2 in the world, as 18 athlete. So that's a good thing there. I was ranked like in the top 5 for Jamaican history for discus throw. Number 4 in the world for shot put. So yeah.
So you're the discus and shot put.
Discus and shot put.
And for 2022 now, what is your rank?
I'm ranked 5th in the world. Yeah.
So you're in the world.
Yeah, but Jamaica doing really well this year, so I'm ranked 3rd in Jamaica.
3rd in Jamaica. Who are the
very,
top 2 persons?
You have Colby Lawrence of Calabar, and I'm not sure of his name, but some Edwin guy.
Okay, so you're looking to get the gold medal this year for KC?
Yeah, definitely. I always go with confidence. Yeah.
Now, being a captain, there are a lot of younger persons who are under you, but not really under you, but you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
How do you really motivate them to say, hey, focus, and focus in school, and focus track-wise and all that?
I think as a senior, people already look up to you, so it's about like leading through example. See, from you're doing something, they catch on to it. They're like, okay, he's doing this, so it's only right that I do this, and it's pretty easy. It's not very hard for me personally. I just lead through example. Okay,
love that. Mr. Wilfit now. So preparing for CHAMPS 2022.
Yes.
I would know that 2020 with CHAMPS not being there, COVID, training and all of that. How do you guys manage to have all the men training and still being safe or healthy?
It was very hard, a very hard time. We had to really isolate a lot of them at times to try to prevent them from getting sick or getting anybody else sick. So we really just keep them aside, and it was basically that we tried to do. It was very hard, that's all I can say. It was very extremely hard.
And you guys train every day?
In that time we trained like 3 times out of the week. Kind of space it out.
I know that CHAMPS is next week. You are training every single day.
Yes, right now?
Every day?
Yes.
So from Sunday to Saturday now?
No, not Sunday.
So Monday to Saturday, training are going?
Depends on if it's a track meet. Normally it's a track meet on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but normally we just go to Monday to Friday and then go to the track meet.
Monday to Friday, okay.
And stuff like that.
How many persons are on the team currently heading to CHAMPS?
I'm not sure of the numbers right now, but it's a good number.
So in comparison to last year, because you guys obviously did not win, but you I saw in your blog that a lot of your athletes were injured. How can we prevent injury for young athletes? Is it that they're overworked? Is it that they're not doing what they're supposed to? Is it dieting?
I think last year, because of the COVID, I think the mask was really an issue. Because KC really focused on mask, wearing the mask and stuff like that. And then when you go to the track meet, as you run, they tell you put on the mask. So I think we really suffered from that.
Right.
That's we have on the mask a lot.
So no, they're not having a mask. So you guys are going to win the championship.
We're going to put a good foot out there and just ask JC to just clean it off. Carry down the road.
You see, when I try to choose peace and this man just constantly.
No,
I'm trying to choose peace for my own show. You see, I'm trying to be I'm not
how
biased
you
in my
choose
questioning.
piece and this thing
My
up here,
studio,
blue.
I don't own New Stock Studio. You know, it is just
If you
blue.
know where coming, it should be a neutral color.
Yeah. No. All right, question now.
Question.
How long have you been at KC training?
Me, I've been there around 3 years or something.
3 years. And you're the massage therapist and
Yes.
the fitness coach.
Yeah.
What does a fitness coach do exactly?
I'll just give them exercise work on. If there's a weakened area like a back, I give a strength work for the back, the legs, all around. If there's an injury, I can tell you, all right, do this, do that. I don't do that anymore, stuff like that.
Do you think that student athletes, they're overworked? Because we've seen in recent times too, where a lot of athletes were running like 4 events until the rules were changed. How do you ensure that an athlete is not overworked or overused? I understand, say, when I want to look at points them, I understand, say, you know, with pressure being on your shoulders, with Jamaica College being there, you want to ensure, say, you know, this is a star athlete, they must run 100, 200, 400, 4x1, 4x4. How do you ensure that that doesn't happen?
No, since the last couple of years, we have not done that. We have tried to let the athletes either run 1 event or just 2 events. So we try to minimize on that a great deal.
How do you select somebody? Like, if it is that I can run 100 meters, right? And then Altwayne, 100 meters, Donovan, 100 meters. And it's 2 persons per event?
Yes, 2.
How you select who the 2 are? What if it is that my time and the next gentleman's time is the same thing? You do a runoff, what do you do?
Well, generally, no, we don't look at the season. From the track meet start, from in January look coming up, who's the most consistent? Who we can trust to go out there and deliver at the same time at any time. So we choose that person.
Okay, that's always a question that I wanted to ask. The last time you won in 2019, I think that was one of the most entertaining champs in the recent years. Did you even imagine that would have happened? To be honest, no?
Easily, yes.
You know what I say? When I see...
You can't ask a question and get the answer, you don't like the answer. Come on, man.
Wow. You know what? We're going to go up on the break. I'm going to hope say, anytime I start asking question them, when I don't say nothing, because I've been choosing peace all along, you know. I've just been here, just asking the questions of Altwayne. Yes? Altwayne, the throws captain. So... Yeah. We don't have so much energy a while ago. All right, so then, if I say 2019 was won easily, what happened to 2021?
You didn't say easily, you know. You're changing things. I didn't say easily.
So what did you say?
You know, we're confident.
So we never confident last year?
Huh?
We never confident last year? You guys got a beating.
We lost by 15 points.
15 points enough, man. Nah, 15 points is a very integral points for a championship. Now what happened? Because the way on come out and on the purple and white and on the socks and on the white socks and white in banana and not go on with themselves and on the lose. What happened last year?
Let me tell you.
Tell me, yes. I would love to hear.
Last year?
Yes.
In about August, KC had 3 athletes at the World Junior Championships.
Congratulations.
How much athletes did JC have?
I am not speaking about World Championships at this point. I'm speaking about champs.
At the end of the day, you have to focus on the broader scale.
Oh, so the broader scale is okay. I see.
So we couldn't just get the athletes hurt.
Yes.
For the championship. At the end of the day, we want to win. We're not going to lie about that.
But you didn't win.
No.
And for me, that is of utmost importance when it is that your back is against the wall and when you're faced with adversities and challenges and hurdles and obstacles, the ones who becomes the winners, those are the ones who want it the most, and those are the ones, it speaks volumes for the performance of the Jamaica College team.
Well, I think it's a little bit of luck. With any championship, a little bit of luck, you know.
Okay.
There's a little bit of luck. Yeah, who got injured?
Luck, okay.
No, it's a little bit of luck.
I don't know very word, you know. When a word this year too, you know.
No, there's no word. I'm saying that year, in previous champs, there's a little bit of luck. If your athlete don't get injured, you know, you can perform better.
Okay. Let me ask, you know, for Baraja Nkrumah, a very promising young athlete, he's been plagued with injuries. How is he looking? He ran his personal best a couple of weeks ago, 10.40?
Yeah.
All right. How is he looking now, mentally and physically?
No, he's always ready to go, man. He's a fighter. Previous years, he's always been dealing with some type of problem, but with any championship, you always deal with some type of problem.
But is it that Kingston College's athletes are not prepared mentally for major championships? Because we've seen it in Matheson, another promising athlete, and he was plagued with a lot of things moving forward into the championship. Also, Tariq Stennett, also Adrian Kerr, great athletes. Adrian Kerr, big up yourself too.
Kerr.
See,
Adrian Kerr.
I don't really pay attention on what that said.
No, he got the bronze medal in the 200 meters, so he's a good athlete.
Great athlete, great.
He ran at Carifta, he came in third, 20 points.
Personal best.
Yes.
So you guys are prepared this year?
Yes.
But let me ask you something now. So outside of Jamaica College, and Calabar isn't really in it, no.
No.
Those Eastern, Western schools or whatever the case is, they have some very promising athletes.
Yeah, they're going to take
meters.
points here and there, That's how championship.
So you're prepared for that.
So we calculate that as well.
The hurdles program at KC, though, I must say, I was having a discussion with somebody the other day that you guys have improved so much. Is it that you're paying more attention also to the hurdles?
No, we got a new coach.
Oh,
we got a new coach to deal with the hurdles, and he's been doing a lot of good work. So
I mean, all classes, and I must commend you on that. When an athlete leaves the school to a next school or a camp, is it a personal thing within the within the school?
Too?
Like, for instance, I think his name is Jaden, and he went to the Jamaica College. So I'm asking, when an athlete leaves from a particular school and he was a star athlete and he leaves, what exactly goes on there?
That is not something that I would want to comment on. Yeah. I would have to leave that for him to comment on.
I don't know mean him, you know.
I have an idea, but it's not for me to say.
Okay, all right, no problem. I'll leave it at that. Is there any performance that you are looking forward to right now to say, look out for this particular person or this particular event?
I would say Campbell,
the class 2 hurdler.
No, the class 1 4 hurdles.
Definitely, country or whatever.
Country.
Yes.
You know the name's good though.
Because after my research,
you know the KC names, man.
After research to ensure that
JC man know the KC names.
Campbell is a great athlete as well. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm looking for him to come again and do well.
Okay, and there's a next hurdle. I think he's in class 2.
Class 2. Jherard Campbell.
Okay. Campbell as well. Okay, so those events we have to look out for. The relays now, why we can't get it together? What's happening?
We have not been running the right team because
we don't have the right team.
No, we're leaving.
No,
the championship, the last championship when we were champs, we won. The year that we won, we sent the right team. Last year was just some problems, and JC had some little thing going on with some Caribbean athletes. They carried in.
Or Caribbean athletes who are from Jamaican descent, yes.
That's what they're saying. That's what you're going with.
I know that.
That's what you're going with.
Heritage. They have Jamaican heritage, and they
that make you feel comfortable.
Here.
Okay.
All the Caribbean athletes who are at the Jamaica College at 189 Hollow Road, they have Jamaican heritage.
All right.
Right. So you're saying this year we're not get it together.
Yes.
What about the field events? I do notice that we don't really pay attention to field events a lot. Altwayne, you being a great field eventer, according to you. Why not? Why is it that the coverage are not being shown for the field events like that much, like the sprints and the relays and things like that?
If being honest, just lack of personality. Honestly,
Yeah.
most people in field events, they don't really have a lot of personality.
Yeah,
So
so
it's-
you know, so one thing with KC, let me tell you something now. You said me used to go JC back in my time, which is a long time ago. There's just something about KC men, and it's not confidence, you know, because I am confident. It's not confidence. It's something let me know. Because no, the man got a lack of personality. So you have personality.
yeah,
All right. So you guys said the hurdles, we can look out for that. Baraji, look out for him as well. Adrian in the 200 meters, look out for that. But I'm not really so sure because the country school, them really and truly are going themselves, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know. But I mean, we're going to do what we do on the day.
win.
So is it going to be an easy win this year?
No, there
is
is no such thing as an easy win. There is no such thing. We have to go there on the day and deliver. And once we do that, it should.
No, for Gibson relays, you guys did not really perform as you would have, you know, like in previous stagings. But then when you come back now to the Carifta trials, I'm assuming you really dominated. Was that like something done strategically?
Yeah, a lot of our athletes were not ready as yet.
For Gibson?
For Gibson.
Okay.
So we didn't want to send them for that. So
So the all I'm back on an athlete them and just say, all right, come and watch and see when the next school them and go through it.
Yeah, we just wanted to see, and JC and such schools show all their cards so we know what to expect.
My school also, a lot of our star athletes were not present at both stagings, I will say that. And, if it is that you guys are doing your homework, as a coach and a captain, you would have known that as well. All right? We'll take a little pause. Hansle Parchment, I think, is on the phone. So we all know Hansle Parchment. He is Olympian, gold medalist, all these sort of things. And I think, unfortunately, he went to Kingston College for his sixth form years. Yes? Mr. Parchment, are you here? Are you hearing me? I don't know. Like, if we didn't know that this story, I'm going to stay with it. Yes, sir. Yes. How are you doing, sir?
You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Yeah?
Thanks.
Well, welcome back to Bwoyatingz After Dark, sir. Thank you so much for agreeing to call into the program last minute as well. Your high school was Morant Bay, was it?
Yes, best high school.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
But I'm going to ask you the question again. Your high school was Morant Bay, yes?
Yeah, man, Morant Bay High School.
I guess it was the best high school. We never did want you to party, but all right. And then you transferred to the school on North Street on your final.
Kingston College.
Yes, on your final year. Okay. Tell us your best CHAMPS moment back in the day for you as a Morant Bay athlete, if you can remember.
Best CHAMPS moment, Morant Bay High School. 2007.
2007.
I remember I was in the stands. I didn't make the finals of the 110 hurdles, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But CHAMPS was still epic. I got to see some very outstanding performances, especially the San Diego team, the Johan Blake, Ashmead, and
Oh yes. Who won CHAMPS that year again? It was Calabar, was it? 2007.
I think so.
Yeah, more than likely.
I don't remember which.
All right. And then you went to Kingston College afterwards. What was that experience like?
It was different, very different experience. Especially, it's a very competitive school.
Mm-hmm.
I got to train with a lot of athletes who were, really putting out their best, and it was a lot of competition.
Yes.
Compared to when I was at Morant Bay High School, it was probably one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
The team wasn't as big,
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't so much competition compared to when I was at KC.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, very good experience. The training was quite different in a few ways. Of course they had more facilities and so on.
Right.
But of course, Morant Bay set the foundation, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to compete in the 110 hurdles that year because I got injured. But I was ready in time to compete. I did the heptathlon, and I got my first gold medal. Well, first medal.
You got a medal for KC.
Won that year.
Oh, so. I'm not going to even ask that question, my friend, because I'm a friend. I'm going to ask how you even end up at KC from all the way at Morant Bay. But, the coach here says that them not by athletes, which I know that they do for a fact. So if it is that Hansle, and you have to answer this question as well, who do you think that will be winning both on the boys and the girls side for CHAMPS this year?
Well, I think this is a very easy answer.
I don't know about the answer, Nobody answer it.
Well, I know, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the girls first.
Yes.
Edwin Allen.
Yes, definitely.
They're always doing well, so we look out for that. But of course, hopefully they have some more challenge for Momo this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they have the biggest team to contend for that. And of course, Kingston College.
Do you have anything to say to the young athletes who are listening right now? You've moved on to done great things for Jamaica on the world stage. Is there any piece of advice that you would love to give to the young athletes who are actually listening, how to actually transition from high school to professional life? How did you make it happen, and what do they need to basically do moving forward?
Well, the transition can be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
From my own experience, I believe I was able to do that because of the people I had around me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I have to be really grateful for them. You know, people like Bertram and this, and then I met Coach Coleman.
Right.
And a few other people, and they have been an instrumental part of why I was able to transition so smoothly from the high school. And the next thing, I wasn't doing all that well compared to the other guys in high school, so I feel like I had a lot more in the tank compared to some others.
Okay, sounds good.
What I would say is try to think more about your circle. People who are encouraging you to be your best. People who are encouraging you to do the right things. To get your education, to balance things as best as possible, to assist where those things are concerned. And I suppose when you're that young, you're probably not even thinking too much about your future and where you want to go.
That is so true.
What you want to do, but it would be really wise to start as early as possible, so when you get to my stage you would have already covered so much ground. So think about the goals that you want to achieve, write them down, write them down again, look at them,
manifest them,
imagining it in your mind, seeing yourself at that point, and think about the path that you have to take to get to this destination. And then, it's all about the people you have in your circle, because you can't do it on your own.
That is so true.
Remember that. We need a solid team.
That is so true. That is so true.
We need a solid team.
So for my guest here...
If you want to...
Yes.
Repeat?
1 second. So for Wilfit or Altwayne, both from your school apparently, do you guys have any questions, or just one question that we would ask Mr. Parchment? Anything, any advice or any question you'd love to ask him before he goes? No?
Not necessarily.
No. Mr. Parchment, I don't want to get into your personal training and things like that. I was about to ask you what's next for you, but I'll save that for my own platform and my own time.
Yeah, man.
And I appreciate it all the time. Thank you so much for calling in. And,
Yeah, man, respect for having me.
Yes, man. But on April 9th, I will be actually messaging you when Jamaica College becomes victorious. And I'm going to send you a bet. So if JC when JC wins on April 9th, then we can speak further, all right? But until then, don't message me, don't talk to me. Okay, so Casey, I'm going. Yeah, man, I'm a vex, bud.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man, bless
Yeah.
you. Bless you.
All right, guys, so that was Hansle Parchment, Olympic gold medalist. We all know Mr. Parchment. He was on my program before as well. And also in studio, we have Jherard from Sportsmax right here. And Mr. Jherard, just quickly, firstly, are you excited that CHAMPS is actually back?
Most definitely. Good night to you, Kareem. Good night
Yes.
to all of your listeners. Sorry, and good night to your guests as well.
Yes, sir.
It's always a good thing to see CHAMPS back in full swing. Of course, this will be my third time experiencing it. I know your listeners can hear that I'm not from Jamaica.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Barbados.
Okay.
But I've been here for quite some time, and of course, working at Sportsmax, my job requires me to be closely following what happens in Jamaican athletics. So yeah, I'm excited for what's going to happen April 5th to 9th.
So who or what teams are you really looking forward to seeing, or what events are you really looking forward to watching?
There are quite a lot. Firstly, definitely interested to see Edwin Allen Girls, one of my favorite teams.
Same.
Of course, JC, KC, I love that battle between the colleges.
There's no battle.
Also, Homewood Technical on the girls' side, St. Elizabeth Technical High School on both girls and boys.
Right.
Those are just some of the schools that I am interested in seeing. Calabar as well. I can't leave out Calabar because they're, your
Calabar is doing what exactly? What exactly Calabar are going to do? You don't really come from Jamaica, so you really understand. And I understand that you are very, you're versed on your knowledge, and I love that. You know, yes, Sportsmax, yes, big deal. But the fact that in 2022, you're referring to Calabar, and you want to see Calabar only have 2 athletes right now. I can call them at the top of my head. Right, so there's no Calabar right now. So let's take it out here. Yeah.
All right.
So KCJC.
The reason I included Calabar is because despite not being the powerhouse that they once were, as recent as the earlier 2000s and coming on to the early 2010s, they still have that vigor in them. Because they want the battle, the history is between JC, KC, and Calabar.
Calabar only have vinegar at this point. There's no vigor in nothing. Okay. Yeah. Not this year.
I'm really interested in seeing the Class 2, Class 1 sprints. Of course, you know, a lot of history would have been created in terms of the Class 1, the under 20 at Curve to Trials. So I'm interested to see how that translates into to CHAMPS this year. So I'll be closely looking at the sprints in the Class 1 and 2, both boys and girls. Definitely the 800s. Jessica McLean from Edwin Allen is one that I definitely have to watch. Big up to Jessica, of course. She got bronze last year, but I think this year she can definitely go all the way to get that gold medal once she runs the race that is required of her.
Right.
Of course, she has this act of allowing her competitors to go ahead of her, particularly in that first lap. So, and then it gives her a lot of work to do coming on to the last 200. And that's really where she falls down in her races. But from what I've seen of her so far this season, I can't wait to see how she plays out in CHAMPS this year. But the hurdles as well, 400 meter hurdles, Class 2 boys, Class 1 boys as well. I have to look out for those.
So, as it relates to the winners, your predicted winners for this year's championship, on the boys' side, because you know Edwin Allen has this in the bag, and at this now is a pivotal moment in your career, and at this moment you'll be barred from my show for ever and ever. Amen. And you have to go come off of the microphone and come out to the studio.
Okay.
So think about it. Think about it. Not because these KC men are here with the flag right in front of my eye and I can't even look on it.
Yeah.
Who will be champion next week Saturday?
You know, I was thinking about this from the time your producer asked me to come on the show. So I've been weighing all the pros and cons on both sides. I've been looking at the injury lists. I've been looking at the carpet area champs. I've been looking at all those things. And at the end of the day, not because this is just your show, Mr. Bwoyatingz, but
all right, see, tell you man, you have to come back on the show. You're a talented young man. Let me tell you something. From to tell me that you're going to come here, I said this man is a wealth of knowledge, and you're not biased, and I love that. Right, thank you so much for that. Yes, you have sense. It makes sense.
I have to give it to JC.
Of course, then I will say I get to.
Plus, though, but I will not say that it's going to be easy, because you know winning championships is never easy.
Right.
It all happens on the day. In this case, it will be over the course of 4 days, 5 days really. But JC looks to be the better team right now based on the stacks and what we've seen so far. But at Curve to Trials, you know, KC made a pretty big comeback.
KC's entire team was at Curve to Trials.
Yes,
I can tell you that.
Yes, but
and there were a lot of persons missing from the Jamaica College team that we all can see.
Yes,
right.
But I think though JC will walk away with it. Of course, Edwin Allen on the girls' side, but Homewood Technical, and let's not rule out St. Diego, or should I say a couple athletes from Diego.
Yes. So, Gregory Prince, promising. Yes.
Yeah. So those are the schools that I think will be doing pretty well this year.
Okay, love that. Well, you can stay in at the studio now. Mr. Co-host is here, Michael O'Hara. But just quickly, to my left side, let me just ask these young men. Now, you know, it's an analyst for the Sportsmax, and, you know, clearly he has a wide wealth of knowledge, depth, right, wisdom, experience. Yes, and he has done his cross references and his cross checks, and he says JC will become victorious. How do you feel about that? Sitting here right now with
we don't know how much,
or whatever color that.
We don't know how much JC. We know say JC have a lot of money. So we don't know how much he'll slip. And the table is very big. Right. Slip to that side and give it. So I will not confirm anything. I saw a piece of paper.
Yes, say to the money in the paper.
Go cross. Someone don't know,
All right, no problem.
See this move the paper there now?
Mr. Ara, sir, thank you so much for being here. This chair is yours, and this microphone and this headset is yours. You're late, but, better late than never. I appreciate it. All right, guys, once again, this episode is actually recorded for my YouTube channel. Why is Mr. Shamar Utah calling in from Kingston College? When they tell him for calling me on my Instagram page, when they can't send him the number, still I can call him punish right here, please and thank you. So the contact numbers are 876-212-9824 or 876-462-0919. Ashiba, do we have anybody else on the phone right now? Yes? Okay. So Mr. O'Hara, sir, the big man. Welcome to Bwoyatingz After Dark, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. The Calabar old boy. You've contributed a lot to Calabar and to this country of Jamaica. And congrats on your successes. And there's more to come, obviously. But I won't even get into you and all of that. Right? Champs moment. What is your favorite Champs moment that you participated in? Just give me one race that you can think about.
It's extraordinary.
Listen, man. Did you say something, by the way? Let me just talk about that real quick. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Sir, that did make headlines and news of a way, though. Was that something that was planned?
No comments.
No comment. Okay, that race, you're very versed in a lot of different events, a lot of different disciplines. The hurdles, 100 meters, 200 meters. Which one is your favorite, would you say? Back then.
Honestly, I would say it'd be the hurdles.
The hurdles.
For me,
yeah.
for sure.
And what is the race that literally stood out in your mind? Just thinking about it right now, either it was a win you didn't expect or it was something that was a monumental moment in your mind, up until even today, 2022.
That would be the hurdles for me because it was a big thing coming into the championship between me and Jherard Hyde, and
yes.
The crowd was for Jherard, the crowd was for O'Hara. So it was a big rival for me, but it was a very nerve-wracking race for me, honestly speaking, because I went in very nervous about that race, to be honest.
Why?
Because I had a toe injury the year before, and it was still plaguing me for some time.
Okay.
And I had a back injury as well, going to CHAMPS. So I wasn't 100% fit, but I had training under my belt. So
and you won.
And I won.
You got the gold medal. Calabar actually had a great run even after your years, with the dream team of Christopher Taylor and Jherard Russell and Tyreek Wilson and Carpenter and all those young men. Calabar right now is nowhere to be seen. I live close to the school, and I don't even know if there's a school over there anymore, to be honest with you. What has been happening? Do you think that there will ever be a comeback for Calabar at CHAMPS?
I should think so. I should think so.
Well, your feet can move mountains, though, man.
I should think so.
Your feet move mountains, my friend.
But it takes a lot of hard work,
yes,
and dedication and motivation to be winners out there.
Yes.
And I think we have it in us. I wouldn't say for this year, but we do have the fight to go out there and do our best. You get me? So it's all about the fight and staying focused on it.
No, Mr. Michael, right? No, I don't have a problem with Calabar, right? JC and Calabar have never had an issue.
You shouldn't have.
Right. And I realize that you're not looking that side of the room as well. Same like myself. This school right here, so with them purple something and them excitement. Do you think that KC will win CHAMPS this year? On the boys' side?
I think KC can win CHAMPS this year.
Will they win CHAMPS? And if you ever say yes,
you are my honest.
What friendship are going done? Yes, honest answer.
To be honest, to be honest, they do have a good team, But for me, I think I give it to JC.
As you should.